How about? I was vacuuming the floor. Vacuum the floor. Hi, Lucy.
Recording again?
Yeah, why? Say something nice.
I love you.
My husband, Mike, I met when I was 14. We were good friends, and we started dating when we were 17, but we didn't start dating seriously until we were about, I think about 20 years old. And we have been together ever since, and we were married in 2005. I am a night person. I want to be a morning person when I grow up. But seriously, I could stay up all night. I really could. I'm just like that. I don't like to be out. I just like to be awake in my house late at night. There is a radio show called Rover's Morning Glory. I listen to it on my iHeartRadio on my phone every day. It's a few hours long, and if I miss it, I listen to it later on that day or over the weekend. Sorry, Sophie just keeps walking in front of me. It doesn't take much to make me cry. I never used to be that way, but in the last few years, boy, you showed me an old person holding a puppy, or just, my God, everything makes me cry. I don't wear underwear. I asked my husband to help me because I couldn't think of things. Like, this is where I was starting to run out of ideas, and he likes to joke that I am not a very good homemaker, so he wants all of the YouTube community to know that I'm a lover and not a cleaner. My Christmas tree is still up.
Come back! Come back!
Hopefully it'll be down before Valentine's Day. I do this every year. Yep, tree's still up. I wear SPF 50 every day on my face, my hands, and sometimes my chest. I don't know why, if I'm putting it on my face and my hands, why I get lazy and don't put it on my chest every time, but whatever. I guess I'll just have a bad case of old chest someday. I have naturally curly hair. I think I'm one of the only people in my family who even has like the slightest wave to my hair. Pretty much everybody's hair is stick straight but mine. Awesome. I am also the only person in my family, with the exception of my cousin's baby who was born like last year, I'm the only person in my family who doesn't smoke. I think my sister quit recently, and I'm hoping she stays off the cigs, because I don't know. I never did it, and I never wanted anybody else in my family to do it, but I can't be the boss of everybody. Something weird about me is I'm turned off completely on an unconscious level. I am turned off by a lot of things just in pop culture. Just an example, because I don't really know how to explain it. It's like I just avoid things that people love. What is that all about? Just for example, I did not watch the movie The Matrix, and like 5 years later, I just happened to watch it for whatever reason, and I wanted to like stop people in the streets and be like, have you seen The Matrix? It's so good. I mean, so I figure out why people liked these things so much, but while it's going on, I can't bring myself to be a part of it. It's like, I just don't, and it's not like I don't want to be involved in it. It's like there's something about it that completely turns me off, and I have no interest. And then, I don't know, I can't even tell you, like, just everything. Sex in the City. I've seen the show since, and I do love it, and the movie, and everything. But while it was on TV, I wanted nothing to do with it. I don't know. That's just how I am. Okay, moving on. I'm really non-confrontational. I will avoid a fight or an argument or hurt feelings at all costs. I just think life's too short, and I'm kind of a wuss. I could play Tetris every day for the rest of my life. And maybe that should be a goal of mine. I love it. I have 2 different earrings on right now. Can you see that? Sometimes I wear 2 different earrings on purpose. This is not one of those times, but I just noticed it. Oops. I love nature, but I hate being in it. I love the smell of orchids and vanilla, and pineapples. I love really fresh, sweet smells. I'm not one of those types that likes the smell of cotton or linen or anything like that, which is very popular. I also like the smell and the sound of a really good rainfall. And I guess I'm done talking about smelling things. I have a weird, I wouldn't call it a fear. Maybe it is fear. I just prefer not to go out into open water. One of my guiltiest pleasures is a lazy day, just not getting dressed and just laying around and taking naps and getting up from naps and taking more naps. And I feel like I can justify them when they do happen. Like if my husband has a day off and we're both home together, and we actually did this just yesterday. We just had a day where we just like watched movies and took naps, and he feels so guilty when he does it, but I try and remind him that someday we'll have children and these days will be long gone. The days of lounging around and not having any responsibilities. So we should enjoy it while we can. I'm really bad at math. I don't like the beach, really. Every time I'm there, after like 10 minutes, I'm bored out of my mind. Is that disgusting or what? Maybe if I had a hammock or something. I don't like roller coasters. I don't have any good reason for it. I don't like them. I'm not going to ride one, and you can't make me. I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, but I don't know how to put music on my YouTube videos. I consider myself fairly savvy in terms of technology. I mean, I couldn't teach a class on it, but I can get by. I don't know how to do it. I've looked it up. I don't know where to get it from. Whatever. I used to have 7 piercings. I don't think I had them all at once, but I've had 7 piercings. And now all I have is 1 earring in each ear. And that's it. Was it 7? 1, 2, 3. It was 8. I've had 8 piercings. I've been diagnosed with anxiety. I think a lot of people in my family have it. I think a lot of people deal with it differently. I think my husband thinks it's not real. I have not been diagnosed with RLS, which is restless leg syndrome, but I totally believe it's real because I'm pretty sure I have that too. I'm not going to seek out medication for it or anything, but man, sometimes I just sit down and my legs just want to keep going. You know what I'm talking about? I love to read. I love to read. I prefer nonfiction, but I'll read anything. The problem is I don't do it very often because if I get a book and I like it, I will not do the dishes. I won't do laundry. I won't shower. I won't sleep. I will read that book until it's finished. And that's really disruptive and unhealthy because I need to be able to live a regular life. And, you know, like my dogs need to be let out. I need to do these things. And when I get into a book, I become so incredibly irresponsible. The only other thing I guess I can think of is I am kind of a jerk. Sometimes I'm kind of a jerk. I like to joke around and have fun, but I don't know. Kind of a jerk. And I talk too much because these videos are way too long. All of my videos are way too long. Which means I'm going to wrap this up right